So I'll be going over the first three things you should do when you get that envelope in the mail. This video is not for the people that are in the process of getting one. I'm just going to assume that you got your business license, your LLC, um, all your state and local licenses, because that one, if I were trying to do a video on that, it would take forever, right? It's a very long thing. So for this video, I'm going to go over what you should do once you get your FFL in the mail and the processes of the business, not actually going over. I might do a video. I'm in Arizona. I've had one in Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. So I can go over those specific states, but each state a little different. But we'll jump right into the video. If you haven't seen our video on thinking about getting an FFL or what to do next, or you're wanting an FFL, definitely click the link below. I'm going to put a little hyperlink somewhere under here that you can click and link. Go watch that and then come back to this one. So you got your license in. This is for a home-based FFL. This is all this information that I'm giving you is directed mainly towards home-based FFL. So first up, you finally got your license in. You want to know what to do next. So a lot of people, what they think is they got to stock everything, thousands of dollars of inventory. You want to sell on the internet. You want to hop on Gun Broker, Gun Ready. You want to go on all those websites, right? And you want to just start making deals. Don't. Okay. So Gun Broker is a double-edged sword. First one is yeah, you're probably going to get the most customer viewership of anything. If you start a website, Gunbroker will bring light to you. So the customers are already there. They're just looking for what you have, but you're going to have to sell for pennies on the dollar. You have to deal with shipping. You also have to deal with Gunbroker fees. There's just a lot of math to it. So let's say you get a firearm for $350. MSRP is $429. Gun Broker, everyone has them for $399. So you sell for $399 after the taxes, fees, and shipping, all that good stuff. You probably profit $10. Um, I don't know if that's worth it. If it's worth it to you and you want to move volume and you want to move 500 firearms and go right ahead, you're going to need a lot of capital, a lot of startup. It's going to be a lot for you. So my advice is do not jump to the auction sites first. The second part is that when you get your FFL, a lot of people go to those auction sites and buy firearms off those auction sites. You're not getting a good deal. It might be $10 or $15 cheaper than store down the road, but it's not really that good of a deal. So the first thing you need to do is sign up with distributors. That is hands down the number one thing you need to do. So you might be going, what are those? So distributors are the middleman between you and the manufacturer. Smith & Wesson isn't just going to sell you directly. You're not going to call someone up at Smith and be like, hey, I want to order 3 pistols. They're not going to do that. What you need to do is you need to get with these distributors. Distributors work with the manufacturers. They stock inventory. You order directly from them, and you do get the best deal. There are a few out there. There's Davidson's, there's Lipsy's, and RSR. All 3 of those are available to home-based FFLs. Those are the 3 that I use. RSR won't ship firearms to you, but they do have the best deal on accessories and ammo. So Lipsy's normally has the best deal on firearms, but they do not have ammo. And Davidson's kind of has a little bit of everything. Sometimes they have some good deals, sometimes they don't. But it's good to have all 3 of those. Those are the 3 that I recommend. And if you don't have those, then you're going to struggle to make profit. So there's a bunch out there. Look up those 3. I'll put links in the description. Those are going to be your number 3 that your top 3 that you're going to, want to look at. All right. Number 2, what are you going to buy? So please do not go out and buy an entire store worth of inventory. Don't take your life savings and just buy every random firearm. Don't go online. Don't buy it all, because you might not be able to move it. I've seen so many home-based FFL dealers take their money, buy aged inventory, and it will never sell. Aged inventory is something that you're going to buy, that you're going to sit on, and it's going to tie up your money. It's going to tie up your profits. It's going to tie up your turnover. You're not going to be able to reinvest that money. It's just going to sit there, and you're either going to have to sell at a loss or at a heavily discounted price to where it's not worth it to have it for 3 months. Take a look at a store around you. Go in, ask them what their top seller is. If you want to be upfront, ask the sales reps at your distribution center. Say, hey, what are you seeing people buy in my area? What's hot? They'll tell you. If you go to them and you're like, hey, I'm thinking about buying this Taurus, right? Because it's cheap. Well, I see the Taurus is cheap, but for another $50, you can get this Ruger, and those Rugers I'm selling 10 times. Then why wouldn't you just buy the Ruger and be able to move, product? As a home-based FFL, your the whole point of your business is to move inventory as fast as possible at your home, so you're not sitting there. I'm not also telling you that you can't go out and buy stock products. I don't, but you don't have to. If you want to, go right ahead. If that's what you want to do, just don't go out and buy a wide range of stuff. Find out what's selling. Don't be afraid to go into a store, a local store, and ask them. Say, hey, I'm getting my FFL, and or I just got it a couple of days ago. I had some questions. I don't want to, maybe not go to the sales guy. Maybe talk to someone who's not busy and just explain like, hey, I got my home base, and now I'm thinking about doing this, and be upfront and say, hey, what are you guys selling here? What do you guys see a lot of movement on? Um, what can sell for them also might not sell for you. So pick items that that you can move. For me, I have a nice binder open. It has pictures of some firearms. I say, hey, these are what I can get in 2 days. You come in, you want this specific model. This model, these items, I can get all this in 2 days. So you come in, you're paying in 2 days. You're getting your firearm, and that works for me. I'm in the middle of nowhere, Arizona, and sometimes you know I'll get a box of ammo, and I say, hey, for 2 day waiting here, first box on me, or something like that. So I do multiple things that help me grow my customer base in the manner that I want to. So third and lastly is know where you're going to sell your inventory. Are you going to do gun shows? Are you going to go online? Are you going to have a shop set up in your garage? You're going to have an area where customers are going to come to your house. I have seen people that you open their garage and half of the garage is a gun store. It's set up. It has counters. It has pegboards. It has everything right then and there. You can come open the garage and you can shop. And I've also have people that just have a room or a shed full of stuff, and then they go to gun shows on the weekend. I've seen people that sell out of their garage, but they only do online. So they have storage containers and racks and shelves and cages full of boxed firearms and tables ready to ship. So you got to know where you're going to sell. I always recommend gun shows. I think that is the fastest and easiest bang for your buck if you're home based. Now, for me, I've done it for 2 years now, almost three, and I love it. It's the easiest way. Customers literally come to you. You set up a table. If you have a product, they come, they find you, and they buy for you. It's free marketing. There's a lot of looking around people, and that's okay. I've had so many times where it's like, oh, I saw you last time. Do you still have this? Um, it's perfectly fine. Online is something that I haven't really tried, or I personally don't want to get into it. I don't care about the shipping. I just have a busy life. I can't be worrying about an online website, going through sales, the logistics of shipping. It's just something that I personally don't want to do. If you want to do it and market it that way, then go right ahead. I'm not downplaying that. For me, home based FFLs, I think gun shows are the number one way to go. I think it's the fastest way to get rid of aged inventory. I think it's the fastest way to move over firearms, and it's the fastest way to make profit for your store. Sitting on guns is just never a good thing, and gun shows will help you get off those guns that you've been waiting to get rid of. Hopefully, you made it to the end. And if you did, please like and subscribe. I can only grow with the help of you. I put these videos on for you because I want you guys to know you might have questions. I had questions, and there isn't a lot of videos of the process. So If you made it this far, don't forget, like, subscribe. Enjoy your day.